Okay, what's up guys? This is my third attempt to do this. It's a 3D motion tracking tutorial. I'm working on a montage for OSK, and this is what we're going to be learning, but with another clip.
I know you've been hurt by someone else.
Okay, this is what we're going to be rendering. Make sure it's disabled resample, because that's what I freaking forgot to do last time. So we're going to hit render as, and we're going to keep a constant frame rate the whole time. This is 59.94 FPS. We're going to call this track reference, and this is my second one, so I'm going to call it 2. Render settings are good. Render loop region only, and hit save. Okay, yeah, I'm going to skip this part. Okay, guys, I'm back. So let's close this and open up our After Effects. And let's find where we saved it. Take it and just drag it in the project box. There's a lot of 3D motion tracking tutorials out there, but they don't really go in depth of how to get them right for each clip. So that's what I'm going to explain to you guys, because I've had a hard time learning how to do this. Okay, come on, don't fail on me now, After Effects. Okay, now let's drag this into a new comp. So this is what we got. Okay, looks cool. Alright, now let's just hit composition and let's add to render queue. And let's click on output module. And we'll save it as a JPEG sequence. Hit OK. Output 2. I'm going to delete this and create a new one. Make sure you make a folder, or else you will have a shitload of pictures going everywhere. So new folder pics 2. So we'll save it in our pics 2. Hit save, render, and let's wait for this. Okay, let's open up Boujou now. I'm using 4.0, but you can go ahead and use 5. Alright guys, once you get Boujou open, I don't know why it took me long to open it, but anyways, let's hit import sequence, and let's find where we saved this. Anyways, right here, pics 2, and click on your first image, hit open, and hit apply. Hit close. Now let's edit the camera and keep it constant, you know. So hit apply, close, and let's hit track features and all frames, and I'll be back with you guys again. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, what is up guys? I'm back, and now let's hit camera solve and optimize camera past smoothness and hit start. This will go by pretty fast. Okay, it's done. So now we got a bunch of points. So now let's go around maybe the middle of our timeline. So right about here is good. Now what we want to do is we're going to want to find the origin, and no, that is not the middle of the clip. So, oh, this must be the origin. No. Origin means where we want the middle of our text to be, and Mine, I want it here. But let's go to scene geometry first. And let's hit add coordinate from hint. And it's already set to origin. And let's pick where we want our text to be. So mine right about there. So I'm going to hit connect to selected. Now I'm going to hit add coordinate from hint again. And we're going to pick the x-axis. And this is running horizontally, not from here to here, where you specifically like want where you want your text to be. Actually, no. I want my origin to be right here. Cool. And now let's hit connect to selected. Okay. Now let's pick 2 points. You know what? Actually, I want it right there. Sorry. You know, you gotta kind of be picky with these. Connect to selected. Okay, now we can pick it. So I'm gonna pick from here to here, and I'm gonna hold Control click to pick 2, and I'm gonna hit connect to selected, add coordinate from hint again, and we're gonna pick the z-axis. Z-axis is basically a y-axis, but it's depth. Y-axis would be like that. Z-axis would be like that from floor to floor. Get me? So let's just pick. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one, and this one, and I'm gonna hit connect to selected, and hit update coordinate frame a shitload of times. Close. Add test object to see if we did this right. And yeah, we did this right. Perfect. That is perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Maybe our z-axis could be fixed. So maybe let me delete the whoops. Let me right click, delete, and go back to whoops, no. Scene geometry. And let's reselect that. Let's pick these. See how that works. Hit connect to selected. Boom, update, and add test object. And that is just perfect right there. So, I hope you guys understand. Basically, the origin is where you want your text to be, where the center of your text wants to be, or whatever. Origin is not the center of your clip. If you put the center of your clip, your ladybug thing right here will be all over the place. Right here, probably, if you click this one. And try to keep them, pretty much, you want to try to keep them all aligned. So let's say if there's no dots here, but let's say this is your origin, and you click this dot right here, but there's no dot here. Then you're going to want to click a dot that's somewhat similar to this side for the x-axis, and then another dot somewhat similar so it runs in a line, and then the z-axis runs in a line. So you kind of want to make like a cross. So I kind of made a cross that goes like this. Not literally a cross, but you know, like it doesn't have to be completely even, but as perfect as possible. So that's what I just did. Now we can right click and delete, and we're going to hit export. Export camera solve, browse. This is definitely going to be in 2 parts, but yeah. Document, and OSK mulk. And we're going to save this as trapped 2. We're going to save this as Cinema 40. Hit save. And scale scene, this is important. Hit 100 or it will not work. Now we can hit save. Okay, now that we saved that, let's go ahead and open up our Cinema 40. case you're wondering why I still use 11.5 is because for some reason R12 does not work and neither does R13 on my computer. Makes no sense because it's a pretty good computer and R12 works on my piece of shit laptop, so it makes no sense. But anyways, let's hit File, Open, and Documents, and let's go to where we saved it. So right here, whoops, right here, and I saved that as track 2, so open. Leave it as 10, hit OK, and this looks really good. This looks perfect. So now what we want to do is click this, and we're going to hit background. So just hold it and drag it over. Double click right here into the materials. Click it, your materials, double click it, and hold on, give me a sec. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yep, 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 yep. Alright, bye. Love you too. Bye. Sorry for that interruption, guys. That was, but anyways, yeah. Okay, now we're gonna load up our texture. And we're gonna hit load image. I see people loading up the video, and I don't like to do that simply because it lags in the timeline. So we're gonna go to our first picture, which is this one. We're gonna hit open. No. We're gonna click this right here. Go to animation and hit calculate. So it shows everything. We're gonna exit out of that and drag this onto our background. So this is what we got. So this is perfect. Now this is 514 frames. Sometimes it fucks up. So let me just make sure this is 514 frames. It's 516. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. I was wondering. All right. So that's cool. Um. Anyways, now what we want to do is we're gonna want to bring in our text. So what we want to do is MoGraph and text object. Sometimes the text will be very small, so I'm just gonna type in oh shit, what did he want? I forgot. Mulk. Okay. Um. Madness number 4. Okay. I'm gonna call this Madness number 4. Change the font to something I like. Okay, let's type in Bebas, whatever, new, open, and let's scale this shit out to 1,000. Huh, more than 1,000 apparently. 2,000. Maybe 3,000. Okay, now I'm just gonna hit object and middle. So it's in the middle now. So as you can see, it is perfectly tracked in there already. So that is very good. So what we want to do now is we're going to give it some depth. I'm going to give it like maybe 500. 500 is good. Yeah, 500 is good. And now we're going to go to start and hit fillet cap. Fillet cap, since it's pretty huge, I'm going to give it like maybe 15. And 15. And 5. And 5. Let's see how that looks. No, actually it might need more. 30. 30. 10. 10. 100. 100. Whoa, shit. No, not 1,000. Okay, great. Okay, that's perfect. All right, so we have this, and it's kind of bent. I want to fix that just a tad, or it's kind of not straight. That looks good to me. So this is what we have, and it goes off to the side right there. Actually, maybe I do want it on the left. So object, left. Okay, cool. So it's just gonna go madness. Oh, that's stupid. Let's go back to middle here, and I'm just gonna drag it off to the side just like that. And it's still perfectly motion tracked in there. Let's render it out, see how it looks. Okay, it looks great. So now what we want to do is I think I might want to pull this forward actually, just a tad. So right there. It's cool. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to give it some material. I'll teach you guys how to make a decent looking material. We're gonna double click this, color, um, make it whatever for now. I'm just gonna hit reflection, turn on reflection, texture, and we're gonna hit Fresnel, and we're gonna turn this down to maybe 36. It's basically up to you guys, honestly. Maybe 38 or 30, 26. I like that, 26 and 36. I'm gonna make it dark gray. Hit OK. Nice. And drag it onto our text. So now this is what we got. Um, you can make a light by using light, or you can use Rob Taser's way. If you don't know how to do that, then just type in 3D motion tracking on his channel and skip it to the part where he talks about the lighting. I'm going to use this thing called Gorilla Light Pack. You can find it on YouTube. I can't tell you where to get it, but look on YouTube. I'm going to hit Control Save. Click on my content browser to bring up the Gorilla Light Pack. Okay, cool. Gorilla Light Pack, and let's get the overhead softbox and drag it in there. Okay, so now let's bring this up. I'm just gonna make this small. Bring this around. See, now it's like tiny as fuck, right? Yeah, it's tiny. Anyways, so I can just see that it's in the middle. So now I'm gonna bump up the overall scale. I'm gonna make this as big as it can get. So overall scale. Perfect. That should be good. Let's turn on our global illumination. We're going to want to go to our render settings, hit effect, and global illumination, ambient occlusions not needed. Our camera animation, exit, and let's render this, see how it looks so far. As you can see, it gets a little bit longer to render. That is looking pretty damn good. But it's still a tad. Let's probably pick it up a little bit here. Oh, whoops. No. Don't render yet. Don't render yet. Okay, cool. Now render. That was pretty good, but it wasn't getting the overall text. It was only getting the middle part, so I tried bringing it up a little bit. If that doesn't work, then, yeah. We'll do something else. Okay, it didn't work, so let's Okay, guys, I'm back and I fixed it up pretty much the way I want it. So let's go ahead and render this out. Let's go to our render settings real quick. Global illumination, IR camera animation, anti-analyzing, best, still image, output 1280, 720, 60 frames, all frames. Save. I'm gonna call this 3D beta text 2. Save. QuickTime alpha channel straight alpha. Exit. We can delete our background now because we won't need it. It's just gonna make the render time a lot longer. So this looks good, and let's hit the render, and I will be back with you guys once it's done rendering. So done.